Hello everyone! Today in this video I'm going to do Hallulla and Borsok. A Kyrgyz girl who currently is living in Chile ended up with this recipe where I can mix two different cultures in one dough. Let's get started. On YouTube I couldn't find any sourdough Hallulla recipe. I watched a lot of videos with the yeast and I just created my own sourdough version. Here there is two different ways how people do Hallulla. On one side with butter and another side without. I choose the buttery version because the dough is almost identical with Kyrgyz traditional bread borsok. For this recipe we need stiff levain, also we call it polish, which I normally do before going to sleep because the fermentation time requires from 8 to 12 hours. For this we need 40 grams of sourdough starter, 100 grams of water, 1 teaspoon of honey. Mix everything together, and when honey is dissolved, put 120 grams of flour. Mix everything together. Then here I'm going to use a transparent jar that we can see the level of fermentation because it should be tripled in size. In the morning, as you will see, my stiff levain will triple in size. It's really important in the first place when we are doing our stiff levain, the sourdough starter is active. And now it's time to do our main dough. For this we need 500 grams of flour, 10 grams of salt and mix it together. Then you need 300 grams of water, 50 grams of melted butter and all our stiff levain. First mix everything with spatula. When our dough comes together, here in my case, I'm leaving for 30 minutes. If you have a stand mixer, you can right away mix it for about 10 minutes. After 30 minutes, as you can see, this time it helped for gluten to develop and it permitted me don't knead my dough for a long time. I'm going to knead for about 5 minutes. Then I'm going to leave it to ferment for 3 hours or until it doubles in size. After 3 hours, my dough is ready and I need to roll it. And the size of my dough after rolling approximately would be 84 to 30 centimeters. The diameter of my circle cutter is 10 centimeters, which is the ideal size for a Hallulla from grocery store. In this stage, if you want to make more Hallullas, you can take all the rest of the dough and roll it and make again shapes of Hallulla. But in my case, I'm going to cut with scissors and to fry it. To be clear, with the rest of the dough after Hallulla shaping, we are going to make another bread which it calls borsok. And this is a traditional bread from Kyrgyzstan. Right away, after cutting the dough with scissors, I fried them. It took me about 15 minutes. After that time, it's time to preheat your oven and to bake our Hallullas. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees of Fahrenheit and you need to do some final touch with fork to make a traditional shape of Hallullas. And then bake them at high temperature for about 5 minutes. Then reduce temperature to 350 degrees of Fahrenheit and bake 30 minutes more or until they get a golden brown. Thank you for your watching this video till the end, and if this video was useful, you have to subscribe to my channel because in this channel everything about sourdough, and for example, I am the first person who upload a sourdough recipe of Hallulla. If you are struggling to find a recipe of your own traditional bread with sourdough, you are welcome to write in the comment section your country and name of your bread. I will try to make it for you. Thank you for your attention and goodbye.